Mhm. Uh, Antes da stream.
Just got a letter from the cure story with secrets. Never must need her help with something. Come on, let's open it.
Assim já tá. Agora vamos aqui para a live stream. Aqui está tudo. Tudo por aqui. E aqui também já está. Mas eu preciso de bateria. Deixa eu só pôr aqui o tablet a carregar. Eu aqui mexi nisto. Isto não parece que já está no sítio, mas... Agora sim, está tudo perfeitinho. Hoje é dia de condensar. Condensa-se. Vai se aliviar com a Catarina.
Ad Astra. Thank you for completing today's commissions.
Here is your reward.
Calma. Uma coisa de cada vez, calma. Ah, Marta. Who is Marta?
Where do we come?
Não sei. Não sei quem é, mas. Deixa eu dar. Calma, perdi-me. Evento. Deixa eu só verificar. Estou a. Ainda falta 60 e tal dias. Ok, tenho tempo. Tenho tempo. Papati, papatu. Já completei isto. Também já está completo. E isto também já fica. Se não conseguia fazer a lennea. Por isso. Ele rede daqui.
It is from Never. She sure dialed up the charm, huh? Sounds like the payout could be huge, though. Let's head to the curatorium and check it out.
Espera aí, porque é que a mensagem foi banida? Posso ver? Eu gostava de ver a mensagem. Ele pensou em ver o Discord, mas pronto, não sei o que é que se passou.
The abyss is like the world's shadow. It's always there, and it will never perish.
Oh, ok. Então sim. Sorry, mas vais de bem. Sorry, mas vais de bem.
Hello? Anyone here?
Ah, you got here even earlier than I expected. That should give us just enough time to go over some details before the opening ceremony. How about a cup of tea first? I'm sure it was a long trip. Now tell me, traveler in Paimon, have you heard of the Nod Cry Trade Expo?
Nope.
Nope.
A long time ago, back before Nasha Town even had that name, this place was essentially one giant black market. With no administrative oversight, trade that was prohibited elsewhere was fair game here. So this place began to attract business from all over Teyvat. Over time, more and more people settled here, and what was once a black market became what is now Nasha Town. The spirit of free trade has been a local staple ever since. Hence, the Nod Cry Trade Expo was born.
So, is it like a business convention?
In a sense, it's an annual tradition once the shipping routes open up. The expo offers a chance to trade without restrictions. In other words, it's the biggest legal black market in all of Teyvat. Yes, the Voynich Guild is organizing the event, and that comes with a lot of responsibilities. Normally I would let Yehoda handle most of the work, but this year, it might prove too much for her to manage on her own. Something tells me we'll have a lot of big names in attendance this time. Working with VIP clients takes someone with the right experience and connections. Hence why I think Yehoda might need a helping hand.
Oh, so that's where the traveler comes in.
Exactly. I was hoping you could help her with participant coordination. I don't know if I'd put it quite like that. I'm just interested in playing to people's strengths. In addition, I think you'll find the compensation to be quite to your satisfaction. So, are you in? Confident. I like it. This is exactly why I chose everyone's favorite globe-trotting hero for this job. I do have one special request, as the one offering this commission. In principle, the Nod Cry Trade Expo is a platform for commerce with no restrictions. That said, the Guild does have one line that is not to be crossed. I'll need you to help make sure all participants are clear on this unspoken rule. As long as everyone complies, the expo should go off without a hitch. No violence at the expo. The guild has pledged to ensure the safety of all sellers and buyers in attendance.
Violence? Whoa! That wasn't even on Paimon's radar! Just because it's legal doesn't change the fact that this is still a black market, huh?
If that line is crossed, the event will descend into chaos. Of course, mediating such situations might prove complicated. So, if you ever want my judgment on the matter, just come find me. The expo is being held on the shoreline to the southeast of Nashatown. Yehoda is working on setting up the booths as we speak. She'll be able to provide details on the participants as well. All right. I suppose I'll leave you to it then.
Yep, we got this!
Acho que eu já tinha feito isto tudo. É, então vamos lá.
This is where Nefer said the expo should be. Let me think. Oh, yeah!
let's go with this. We can't keep changing the setup.
Where are the goods being stored? You still haven't told us.
And what's the guild's cut on transactions this year?
Sorry, one question at a time, please. Oh, I should have just stuck to cat wrangling.
Hey, Yehuda!
Traveler! Paimon! Sorry. I've got kind of a line here.
Don't worry. We're not here to pile more work on you.
Really? Boss Neff, you absolute lifesaver! I'm seriously drowning over here. Oh, you two are doing me a huge favor.
Never asked us to handle participant coordination. So, how can we help?
Let me think. Oh, right. There are still 3 participants that haven't checked in. At least I think it was 3. Ugh, come on, Yehuda. Get a grip. I'm not forgetting anything. Am I?
Looks like Yehuda's doing her freaking out face again.
Sorry. There's just so much to keep track of.
Let's start with the basics then. What does participant coordination involve? Exactly.
It's things like registering all the participants, verifying their goods, showing them to their booths. Oh, and if any disputes break out between them, it's your job to mediate.
Got it!
We're still waiting on the sellers for these last 3 booths. One's reserved for Ino, but as for the other 2, they're both big deal clients from abroad. The kind of people we really don't want to offend, so be extra careful around them, okay?
Hey, the Traveler's got this! What's the worst that could happen?
You don't get it. One of them's the captain of some mercenary fleet sailing the high seas, and the other's a top dog in the criminal underworld. Getting on their bad sides, 100% a no-go. If something goes wrong, let's hope that's a big if, don't engage. Just tell him you work for Boss Neff.
Alright. You have a bunch of work still, right?
Like, anyway, I guess I'd get over there. Oh, and tell
Bem dali na havia.
Is this?
Actually, this is the 2nd ship in our fleet. The Alcor's back home patrolling Guyunstone Forest.
Beetle! The infamous merc captain who sails the high seas!
Yeah. We've met, remember? What's with all the pomp and circumstance?
It's a long story.
Well, no sense standing around. Take a seat, tell me all about it. I'll have my men roll out the welcome mat. I see. So you know the head honcho of the curatorium, huh? Your network of connections is something else, that's for sure.
Right. We need a record of who's participating in the expo and what you're planning to trade.
Well, mark down me and a few crew members as participants. The rest will stay on the ship. As for what we're trading, take a look. A while ago, Ningguang revamped the Guizhong Ballista. The beauty you see here is one of her new and improved models. It has insane firepower and comes complete with remote guidance for accurate striking even at long distances. I just know people are gonna be fighting to get their hands on it.
Are you sure you're allowed to sell stuff like this?
Don't worry. Compared to the model the Millileth's using, this one might as well be an antique.
Never wasn't kidding when she said no restrictions, huh?
Oh, I'm sure someone will bite. Buyers from all over Teyvat will be in attendance after all.
Yayla?
Ah, sorry. I was so busy with the cargo, I forgot to mention that Yelan was aboard.
No worries. You here for the expo too, Yayla?
No, I'm just here for work. Captain Beto was kind enough to lend me a ride, so no need to register me with the expo. Anyway, it's been a while, traveler. If you get the chance, be sure to pass along my regards to the head of the curatorium. The sensitive kind.
Sounds like our cue to stop asking questions, doesn't it?
Well, I'll be off then. Once I'm done with this, drinks are on me.
About time! I've been itching to see Nod cry from the bottom of a bottle.
Alright, that's it for registration. Follow us, and we'll take you to the venue.
So, this is the place, huh? Not a bad spot. When you've got some time, come help me test the remote guidance on this thing. It's a real thrill, you'll love it.
Então, vamos já testar.
Locked and loaded, waiting on your signal.
A moonlit night for all.
Bring it! targets.
Hmm. Ahora, next one.
All
Mm-mm. Wait.
Hey, you two!
Traveler, Paimon, hello.
We're helping out Never with some expo stuff, and we heard the Krumkake craft shop is taking part.
Correct. Aino is just doing a final round of debugging on her thwack and smack defense bots.
Oh! Is that her submission for the expo?
Yes. Moles and other small creatures often steal from the craft shop, so Aino designed a defense bot based off of them to protect this place. Upon further testing, these bots turned out to be highly effective, so she decided to perform some upgrades and bring them to the expo.
Wait! So Aino is actually gonna trade one of her bots?
Not exactly. With the exception of a few special orders, Aino rarely sells her finished products. What she's trading at the expo is the blueprint, not the finished product.
Oh! So, are you guys ready to head over then? Yehoda asked us to speed things along a bit. She's saving a super good spot for you, and she's worried people are gonna start asking questions.
I told her I need to finish debugging first. There's no point in rushing or I'll have nothing to trade.
Oh! Paimon's never seen Aino this serious before.
The craft shop is experiencing a severe shortage of funds. Aino is hoping the expo will improve our financial situation, so she's being extra thorough.
Where'd all the money go? Some kind of expensive research?
Negative. It's our dessert funds that are lacking. We have had
Eu
at
sei
least
pra onde é que foi, pá.
47 cases where excess dessert purchases have led to a
Chama-se
shortage of research funds.
barriga de... Ai, não.
As such,
Gulosices.
I decided to split up our research and dessert budgets. Aino is forbidden from dipping into one to transfer to the other. And not too long ago, she cleaned out the entire dessert budget for this month.
Alright, done. Whack wet defense box, you need crowd.
Looks like we can head over now.
This looks like a good spot for the demo platform. This new bot looks pretty interesting, I know. Swing by and try it out whenever you want. It'll blow your mind. I just know it.
Thanks for the help.
No problem. Oh, and for registration, is it just gonna be you two?
I will be participating, but there is no need to register, Aino. She doesn't like to be around a lot of people. Once the expo starts, she'll head straight back to the craft shop.
Oh, good point.
Eu sempre tive pronto. Mas never, eu já jogava isto, já joguei muito tipo de jogo deste. Perdão.
The match is about to begin. Please, get ready. Two separate mechanical combinations like placing a cake atop a steak. I must never hear this analogy. New attacking units have taken the field. Calculating efficiency of commands. 3 times higher than standard. This will be my final attack. Ha, ha, ha.
E Nefa, tu nunca vais passar a minha fortaleza. Pá. Agora vamos falar com a Návia. Depois de fazermos o evento todo, vamos fazer as quests extra da linha. Que é no livro dela, se eu não estou em erro.
The flagship. Guess this participant decided to figure out lodging first.
Partner, Paimon.
Navia! It's been forever!
You got that right. Representing the Spina di Rosula, of course.
Top dog of the criminal underworld. Checks out.
Is that my new nickname? I'm not opposed. It's kind of snazzy.
It's great that we found you. We're working a commission to help with participant registration right now. You know, goods verification, stuff like that.
Oh, I see. Well, in that case, take a seat. I ordered a whole bunch of food. Clorand and Chevreuse went to unpack some things, but should be back in a sec. Oh, speak of the devil.
Talking about us?
Clorand! Chevreuse! You're here too!
Nodcry is a chaotic and dangerous place. Considering the Spina's importance to maintain, the last thing we need is for something to happen to its president.
I do find it nice to travel with friends, but come on, look who you're talking to. What's the worst that could happen?
With that nonchalant attitude, it's anybody's guess.
Fair enough. Guess you can mark down our champion duelist here as my bodyguard.
Gang boss and her bodyguard. Got it! Should we mark you down for the expo too, Shivers?
No need. I'm here on official business. A lot of our recent cases have had ties to Nodcry.
And that's Paimon's cue to butt out. Oh, one more thing! What's the Spina planning to trade at the expo?
Oh, this right here. It's one of the Fontaine Research Institute's newest inventions. It's a kind of relay system that allows the user to unleash Pneuma and Usia energy in battle.
So it's a weapon?
Of course. At a market with no legal oversight like this one, weapons are gonna be the first to go.
Guess so. Still, bragging about not having to follow the law in front of Chevres feels wrong.
I don't mind. I've read quite a bit about lawless territories and crime novels before. As a detective, I know that I'll need to put the rules aside for now if I want to get things done here. And on that note, I should get to work. I've got patrol members waiting on me.
Well, ready to head over to the venue?
All right, let's get this show on the road. I want to get a bit of shopping in as well. Wow, it's even bigger than I expected. I'm hoping more people will show up, though.
It'll get busier once things kick off. Still, looks like Yehoda needs a lot of help.
Well, Clarence and I are all set up for now. Be sure to stop by our booth when you get a chance.
The three more... Participants that Yehoda mentioned are all...
Ready, partner?
Yes.
Equipment upgraded. Now's our chance!
É sério? Que merda. Ali andar a trocar.
Equipment upgraded. Now's our chance.
Fiz muita bosta.
Ready, partner?
Equipment upgraded. Now's our chance.
Agora é assim. Antes, tudo o que seja do evento já está feito. Falta só as quests agora do evento. Vamos lá fazê-las. Depois passa para as quests da lennea.
Just shut up and move along. This spot is mine now.
It's the lady in charge. We were just setting up our booth and he's trying to take it from us. A troublemaker, huh? The expo announcement spells it out clear as day. All forms of violence are strictly prohibited. Read it and weep, Buster. Oh, I've been wanting to talk tough like that for ages. Should be enough to scare off a punk like him, no problem.
It's not like I wanted to hit anyone. It's just not fair.
What's that supposed to mean?
We all know the black market stuff is in the highest demand here. So how did these dwarfs get a spot selling these stupid toys? I did some digging, and guess what? Turns out these brats have connections in the Voynich Guild. Obviously, someone pulled a few strings to get them here. But me, I missed one stupid deadline, and that's when the rules start to matter? Give me a break.
Hey, we earned our place, fair and square.
As if.
So, you're slinging out the easy targets, huh? That might work for you on the outside, but not here and not under my watch. These kids earned the right to be here, same as everyone else. Don't believe me? Take it up with the guild. We'll see who comes out on top.
Just you wait.
Who the heck was that?
Just some punk looking for a fight. But I scared him off without even lifting a finger. I'm still shaking. That was close. Almost had to pull the never guard.
Well, he's lucky he decided to run off, or we'd have helped teach him a lesson. Thanks a million, miss.
All in a day's work. Anyway,
You
I
watch
remembered you
continue
guys.
later, yeah.
Your guardian works for the guild, right? Was it again?
Auntie, are you all right?
I'm fine. Just got a little scrape when he pushed me.
I got caught up with something. I should have been here. I'm sorry.
All right, Ashvapati, the one man in the guild who wouldn't know profit if it hit him in the face. You get a spot in the most lucrative market in the world, and you're letting the kids use it to sell toys. And no one else would even entertain that idea.
Well, the purpose of the expo is free trade, right? There's no rule that participants have to sell weapons.
No, but most people know what's gonna make real dough. Unlike a certain someone.
Ati, Neb, Rhea, head back to the booth. If anything else comes up, you call for me, okay? Don't be reckless.
Okay, got it.
Yeah.
You two know your stuff.
Wait, what? Then why not make them look the part? They'll sell tons better that way.
If you were to leave your kids a gift, would you choose a toy or a weapon?
Well...
In any case, I'm not looking to make it big. I applied for the expo because the kids thought it would be fun. All I care about is them having a good time.
Fair enough. You're still gonna be busy with guild business though, right? Just a heads up. This might not be the safest place to leave the kids unattended.
I understand. A lot of children suffer because their parents are too consumed with work. It's unavoidable sometimes. But I want them to have better.
You know what? Don't even sweat it. I'll look out for them. What the heck are you doing, Yehoda?
Really? That would be amazing. What do you say to Miss Yehoda, you three?
Thank you, Miss Yehoda. My pleasure. Just have them come find me if anything comes up.
Got it. I should get going then.
Wow! Way to step up, Yehoda!
I'm just looking out for some kids. How hard could it be? Then again, I bet I'll be swamped with disputes to settle once this thing gets rolling for real.
Relax! We'll help you out! Oh, also, we registered the last 3 participants. So, the expo can start now, right?
Wow, already? In that case, let me go get things ready for the grand opening. Talk to you later.
She really does have a lot on her shoulders.
Attention, everyone! Participant registration is now complete. On behalf of the Voynich Guild, I am pleased to announce that the Non-Cry Trade Expo is open for business.
Whoa! There are so many people. Should we take a look around? Or maybe check in on our friends first?
It's her, the boss of this. Huh? Uh-oh, things are about to kick off.
What are you worried about?
Shh! Don't you see? Parasol Lady's the head honcho of the Fontanian underworld. Rumor is she pulled the crumbling organization back together and avenged her. An eye patch over there is a merc captain from Liyue. She has a fleet of her own that sails the seas. Most people know to steer clear. I was worried this expo might not be big enough for the 2 of them, if you catch my drift. So I kept their booths far apart. Looks like they wound up meeting in the end, though. You don't think they're butting heads already, do you?
Hey guys! What's up?
Oh, hey there, partner in Paimon. Partner?
Far in my line of work without hearing about the president of the Spina di Rosula or the champion duelists of the court of Fontaine. Thought I'd make some friends since the opportunity's presenting itself. Plus, now that the travelers arrived, I wonder if these ladies might just agree to coming aboard for a drink.
What's the traveler got to do with that?
You're too kind, Miss Beto.
So, the thing is, over there is a friend of ours. She's managing the expo, and seeing as you're all big shots where you come from, she was worried you might, butt heads.
Is that so? Well, I think you can put her at ease.
Yeah, and if there's anything we can do to help, just say the word.
Well, there you have it. Nothing to worry about.
These people are your friends.
Of course they are. Hola, Dory. What are you doing here, little bitch?
I wonder what we're in for this time. Well, hello! Is that the Traveler and our dearest Miss Expo Manager Yehuda? You're in luck. I'm offering a whole host of Expo exclusive discounts. Don't miss out.
Paimon's not remotely surprised to see Dory here. This event's practically made for her.
Yeah, she attends religiously every year. And she's always the seller who we get the highest number of complaints about. Complaints? Every single mora I make from this expo is 100% legitimate. I've never broken the rules, and my prices are entirely fair. If people regret their purchases and want to grumble about it behind my back, that's not my problem.
Paimon can hazard a guess as to why people might be complaining.
I know. And every dispute ends in your favor after you've peppered the buyer with 1,000,001 reasons why you're not in the wrong. It's just... Could you maybe not find a way to send every single one of your customers complaining to me this time? I'm begging you, Lord Songemabe, for me, please. How about this? A special opening sale just for Miss Yehuda. 50% off! In other words, I'll do my very best to keep the number of complaints down to no more than half of my customers. Sound good?
Jeez, what a bargain.
Works for me. I guess.
Nice, next one.
Have you been to the Clink Clink Krumkake Craft Shop's booth yet? They're selling blueprints for a machine. With everything Uncle's taught me, I bet I could build one of those thwack and smack defense bots. We should buy a blueprint.
Sounds like a waste of money to me. We should be spending our expo earnings on more important stuff like clothes.
But Uncle said the most important thing is that we have fun.
Guys, please don't fight.
I hate to break it to you, but I'm afraid no one really comes to this expo looking to buy toys. If you make any mora here, it won't be nearly enough to buy yourselves a blueprint. I doubt it'll even cover your new clothes.
Oh, hi Yehuda. Hi Traveler.
I came here to make sure you kids stay safe, so listen carefully. If you want to look around the expo, that's fine, but you need to be extremely careful when talking to any strangers, okay? A lot of crazy people show up to this expo, both sellers and buyers. You don't know what they might be capable of. So if anything happens, don't try to protect yourselves. Call for me right away. You got that?
Yehuda's really serious about looking out for these kids.
Well, it's kinda my job. I'm supposed to be the one in charge. Oh, just take a look around. This booth is the only one being run by a bunch of kids. If there's anyone out there aiming to cause trouble, you can bet they'll start with the weakest target. This exhibitor's demands are ridiculous!
What's wrong?
This exhibitor is apparently selling some rare Natlanese artifacts. And he's making some extremely unrealistic demands about how he wants them stored. I know the contract says that we're responsible for storage, but I'm sorry. It's unreasonable to expect us to meet these requirements.
Unreasonable? These are rare and very fragile historical relics we're talking about. You can't, Tumaini?
Yep, that's too many, alright. So, what exactly do you need?
Well, I suppose I can use the assigned warehouse if I really have to. Just don't tell Granny Eatsley about this, please.
Whatever Tumaini means, it seems like it carries even more weight than name-dropping Boss Neff.
Welcome to the treasure hoarder booth.
The treasure hoarders have a booth?
Yep, every year. This is the largest legal black market in all of Teyvat. The stuff they dig up is perfect for a place like this.
But can one person really represent their entire organization?
No way. Treasure hoarder is just a catch-all title. Their internal structure is crazy complicated. The thing is, the members who'd apply to set up the exhibits used to give themselves ever more highfalutin titles. You know, to boost-spire confidence. Over time, it became an unwritten rule that each expo can only have one treasure hoarder booth. The different factions usually duke it out beforehand for the right to take part.
To be honest, I see myself as a member of the Fruity Order first, and a treasure hoarder second. Of course it does. The Fruity Order is known far and wide for its heroic deeds.
The Fruity Order's a familiar name around here, at least. They've been winning the Treasure Hoarder Expo rights for a few years now. Although, this guy's a new face.
Wait, that's a familiar face. Isn't that Viswava?
Why, if it isn't the Traveler. Knew there'd be some big names here.
Let's get the official business over with first. Unfortunately, you're the first seller at the expo to receive a complaint. We've received word that the muskets you're selling are a few shots away from turning into scrap.
Well, yeah. It's written here plain as day. Muskets for sale. Condition extremely poor. The internal grooves have been worn away and the ammo might be damp. Best practice is to pray that it doesn't explode before each use.
Oh, wait, so you weren't speaking in code to cover your tracks?
Code?
Yeah, sometimes people bring stuff that needs to be kept on the down low. So they dress it up as junk beforehand. Happens on the black market all the time.
You're overthinking things here. This stuff really is junk. We were just gonna scrap them, but my superiors thought we might as well try and make some more off of them. And who knows? If the prayers are answered and the gun ends up firing a few times,
The buyer hasn't totally wasted their money, have they?
Guess not.
I mean, a weapon on the brink of ruin that's still capable of considerable firepower. Doesn't that just scream black market to you?
Yeah, but who would buy something like this?
Maybe collectors who don't care if it works, and desperados who don't care if it explodes.
Fair enough.
Sir, we don't forbid exhibitors from offering drink samples, but I need to make sure you understand what you're getting into. Any samples you offer are at your own risk. If anything goes wrong, like if a customer has a bad reaction to one of your products, the expo can't take any responsibility.
Rest assured, ma'am, what you see here is 100% pure Mondstadt vintage. Straight from the Dawn Winery's cellars, actually.
Really? Wow-wee! You don't often find Mondstadt wine this far away from home.
Ah, you're telling me. If you try to ship this stuff through the proper channels, all the taxes and tariffs would send the prices skyrocketing. But that's where my connections come in. With me, you get Mondstadt wine at Mondstadt prices.
Cool! What kind of connections?
Hey! You can't go around asking people questions like that!
Yes, we can. By the way, já olha. Porque se ele está a roubar Audi Look, ai que vai haver merda. Vai. Vai. Libin!
It's our old pal Lieben.
Oh, it's you two! Been a while, hasn't it?
Wait, you know this guy too? Okay, I'm slowly starting to get why Boss Neff asked you to help me out.
Ah, you must be the expo manager. Was there something you needed from me?
Nope, just checking in. You're just selling a few ordinary items, is that right?
Mm-hmm, that's right.
Okay. I mean, we've got people selling toys this year, so why not?
You seem confused. In the right environment, ordinary items don't have to fetch an ordinary price, you know? I'm sure I'll meet someone at this trade expo who recognizes their hidden value.
Cool. Well, you do you. I'm certainly not gonna stop you.
What about you, friend? Care to do some business? Well, to be honest, I spent most of the ones in my inventory to purchase this batch of goods. The ones you see here are just for decoration. But I'm confident that I can make a killing here, so I'll be sure to make another batch of box of marvels should the opportunity arise later.
Hihihihi. Something so dang.
Wonder how Beto, Navia, and Anefa's goods are selling. Let's go check.
Excuse me. According to the expo announcement, you are in charge of mediating just now, as Aina was my database does not have relevant information on how to address the situation, so I came to you for help.
Unofficial ties, huh?
Come with me.
A device that uses Numa and Usia energies in battle. With that kind of tech, a bandit group could rob a caravan without even showing their faces.
And what about this thing? Remote guidance? Precision bombing at long distance? If a group of thugs got their hands on it, their enemies might as well surrender on the spot.
The Fontaine Research Institute made the right call going through the Spina di Rosula rather than selling it themselves.
The same is true for the Ministry of Civil Affairs, I'm sure. A merc captain who spends most of her time at sea is far less conspicuous.
Huh?
What about this girl? She seems to be trading in military-grade weapons as well.
The Clink Clank Krumkake craft shop does take on a lot of orders for dangerous creations. But I think in this case...
I'm overthinking it.
I think so.
Gila? Chevron? What are you doing here?
Traveler? Paimon? How did you find this place?
Although this location is indeed rather secluded, Aino has equipped me with a special sensor module. With it, I was able to detect that you had pulled her aside for questioning.
The rumors are true then. She's quite the little engineer.
Can you tell me what this is about already?
Apologies, but it's a matter of utmost importance, so I had to be sure. After our conversation, however, I can confirm that Aino is not involved in this case.
Traveler, could you help us clear up this misunderstanding?
Understood.
Based on our conversation just now, I'm guessing neither of us is the target the other is searching for.
I second that. And since our strategies were so similar, I'd wager we're after the same person.
Yeah, Paimon thought so too.
Well, I wasn't planning on dragging you into all this, but now that I appear to have gained an unexpected partner, I suppose I might as well explain. I trust you, Traveler, and Miss Chevra seems to do the same. With you here, I'm hoping we can avoid further misunderstandings.
Agreed.
Miss Chevras and I seem to be here in Nodcry to reel in the same fish.
That's right. And the product we brought to trade is the bait. Of course, if I worked in the booth, it might tip people off, so that's where Navia comes in. I assume it's the same situation with Captain Beto?
So, does that mean your target is gonna be at the expo?
Yes, there's a good chance it's one of the buyers.
But, what about Nefer's golden rule?
What? No. I've done some digging into the head of the curatorium and where she stands. We can't let her know what we're doing.
Well...
I wouldn't be surprised if she got the Traveler involved because she anticipated this from the start. If the Traveler has someone to answer to, then we should go.
Fine.
If you want to drum up some business, all you gotta do is holler, and everyone on the first floor will be able to see you. Also, you have to come this way to get to the second floor, which pretty much guarantees that everyone attending the expo will notice you guys at some point. Not bad, huh? Thanks to the spot I saved you, you guys will be drowning in business before you know it.
Your point being?
Cross-referencing Yehoda's current facial expression against database. Confirmed. Analysis suggests that Yehoda hopes we will return the favor.
You bet I do. At least Robo-Girl gets it.
Okay, how do we do that?
Generating proposal. Complete. Yehoda, the next time you visit the workshop, I will reserve the seat closest to the hallway for you.
Huh?
This seat provides priority access to any dessert items delivered from the kitchen. It is also free from window glare and sits at optimal proximity to the teapot. By reserving this premium spot for you, I can guarantee you a most enjoyable dessert sampling experience.
Is this your idea of a fair trade?
Are you kidding me? That spot's usually reserved for me. I'd never let you take it if I didn't have my dessert budget to consider. What's going on? Yehoda looks upset.
All right, I'll level with you. Since I saved you such a great spot for your booth and all, could you possibly lend me some technical support? Please?
Technical support?
This year's expo is way bigger than ever before, which means there's definitely gonna be more shenanigans going down too. I know, surely you have some kind of contraption that can, like, scare everyone at the expo into compliance or something. As the manager, I need something I can fall back on in case the you-know-what hits the fan.
Let me think. If things escalated that far, shouldn't you just report it to Nefer instead of trying to deal with it yourself?
Well, yes, technically speaking. But if, for example, it was somehow kind of my fault to begin with, I'd probably be better off solving it myself on the DL. Remember those 3 kids? Well, that punk who was harassing them wasn't just some random nobody. He was just the one that got picked to stir things up. There's a whole bunch of people here who aren't happy with the booth situation. Now, obviously, they don't have the guts to pick a fight with the Voynich Guild directly, but apparently, they at least have the guts to harass 3 kids outside the confines of the expo. The problem is, I'm not really supposed to get involved with anything that isn't strictly to do with the expo, so the whole thing would kind of be hard to explain to Neff. Not that I regret what I did, but jeez, Yehoda, you sure know how to make life harder for yourself.
Okay, yeah. Sounds like we need to be smart about this. Fine. Just this once, I guess I can lend you the Clink Clank Crisis Control Switch.
Agreed. This option meets Yehoda's requirement for an expo-wide intimidation strategy.
A Clink Clank Crisis Control Switch. What's that?
This little guy right here. I made it recently after getting myself into a really sticky situation. To activate the switch, you just need to give him 3 taps on the head. If you do that, there's pretty much nothing in Notcry that you won't be able to handle.
Really? So what actually happens when you activate it?
You'll find out if it comes to it, but I'm only letting you use it once, so you better save it for when you really need it.
Okay, cool. I'll take your word for it.
Ah, Miss Yelan from Liyue, and Miss Chevreuse from Fontaine. It's quite the honor. Forgive me for not greeting you sooner.
So you knew we were coming all along?
Anticipating your arrival is one thing. Getting you to come talk to me is another.
And that's why you put the Traveler in charge of participant coordination. You knew we trusted him enough to tell him the truth about our plans. And you also knew that, out of respect for your arrangement, the first thing he would do is bring us here.
How else could I have gotten us all to the negotiating table? Forgive me for not cluing you in, Traveler. I had a feeling things could get complicated, so caution was vital. Rest assured, you will still be compensated as promised.
So, can someone explain what's going on here?
Yes, might as well get it out in the open, ladies. You two were going to exchange intel sooner or later, correct? No better time than the present.
Recently, the bandits at our border have become more aggressive. We don't know how, but they seem to have gotten their hands on some kind of weapon, which has made them a lot more dangerous. The caravan transports have been helpless against their attacks.
We're facing a similar situation in Fontaine. Conflicts between gangs have been escalating, with civilians getting caught in the crossfire. Our investigation indicates that someone has been supplying the gangs with some unusually powerful weaponry. Even with the Spina's help, we've been struggling to curb the fighting.
In which case, I think we can confirm that we're facing arms dealers operating on an international scale.
Yes, and their cover has been ironclad. There hasn't been so much as a trace leading back to them, until their most recent operation.
Let me guess. Someone leaked where the weapons are coming from. And it pointed right to the Nodcry Trade Expo.
Exactly.
I see. Well, weapons tend to be a hot commodity in a market with no restrictions. Say that the person you're searching for is in attendance. Does that mean you're prepared to ruin the expo to nab them?
I won't lie to you. Catching this person is my top priority.
How about this? In the spirit of being a good host, you give us a bit of leeway to do what's necessary. And in return, we won't do anything to undermine the expo.
All deals made at the expo are protected, including those that would be illegal elsewhere. It's the entire purpose of an event like this. The Voynich Guild gets a cut from both the seller and the buyer, so we have a duty to uphold that principle. I can't just let a customer get scooped up by the authorities while everyone watches.
You said this was a negotiation, but you don't seem prepared to compromise.
Let's think about this. Maybe there's another way?
Only deals made through the expo are protected, correct?
Oh?
Theoretically speaking, were any deals to take place outside of the expo's scope, I would have no right to interfere.
Good. Then we can promise that the rules will be followed.
I want insurance, then. To hold you to your word, the Traveler must be part of all operations related to the investigation.
We have a deal.
Then you have my thanks in advance.
Looks like negotiations are a success.
It's the best outcome I could have asked for. I appreciate the help, traveler. In that case, do me one more favor, would you? When this is all over, I want to hear the real story behind everything that goes down.
Ah, tá? Já. Então agora, deixa-me ir aqui. Acho que é o gadget dela. Acho que era um livro. Didn't remember. Aqui.
Where?
Where did we come from?
the scent of wet soil. That's the world waking up.
Mais gente. Vai ter the position. Que isto, o VTuber às vezes dá-lhe sem um. Depois amanhã logo faço. Termino as missões do Norte Cry e as da outra.
I can't believe it's not just the Moonglow fireflies. Even cats can get eaten. Yerva.
Don't worry so much.
I remember a certain fresh-faced hexadecaton.
What are you hollering about, huh? I haven't heard the...
Yep, it sure is. Of course. Please, since we're on the subject of hexadecatonic mandragoras, there's...
You must...
Spot on! Hey, Yerva, that's...
Sorry.
Enough for everyone! Get your...
Ooh, sweet.
Right! Back to the topic at hand. Legend has it that this plant held a deep connection to the King of Winter Isley. Now, the King of Winter Isley...
Good thinking. Mint and winter...
Incorrect! The correct answer is... Midsummer berries! Midsummer berries are the symbol of the King of Midsummer Oak. Brother, they each take turns killing the other, only to be resurrected once more. Each rules their own season with...
That's so sad. Despite being connected by blood. Katya once told me good relationships have nothing to do with blood. Sometimes it's precisely those...
How very perceptive of you. You're right, of course. That's exactly what the scholars of Snezhnaya think the story represents. What's more, due to Winter Isley's hardiness and resistance...
The leaves will keep their promise. Paimon's heard that saying before.
It's a very old saying, and hardly anyone still uses it nowadays. I'm surprised you're even aware of it.
We're seasoned adventurers.
The Light Keepers. They're the ones who dress in... Are they also hardy and resistant to the cold? But their clothes look so warm.
You've got it all muddled up. Wonderful! Your interpretation is spot on. But let me ask, how did you arrive at that understanding?
Helga sent me a handbook. I think if Winter Ice...
Well, someone's clearly learning to... And Miko, you make... let's see if you'd...
Ask away!
Such confidence! In that case, I'll ask you one of my hardest. Why do nocturnal blossoms come in both red and blue? That's certainly a novel answer. But unfortunately, no.
Alright, so what's the answer? Nocturnal blossoms aren't the only things we've seen in Notcry that are red and blue. Come to think of it, we've seen red and blue stuff all over the place. If you're asking about the one thing that stands out most about Notcry... Hey! Stop trying to explain everything away with the power...
You're correct!
What? Seriously?
It's common knowledge for those of us who live in Notcry, but not so much for adventurers visiting from afar. So, in context, I suppose it could be considered a tricky problem? But you weren't fooled by the question at all. It looks like you're on the path to becoming a real stellar adventurer. All right, that's it for today. All the students who answered a question can have a sugar sculpture!
Huh? Wait a second! Don't tell Paimon that
Don't worry. You'll get you...
Well, Miss Lennea...
You want to see my archive? Of course.
Muitas. Vamos lá ter a Spectral Lacta. Pensei que já tivesse ativado.
dance is busy today. What's everyone chatting about?
We're trying to decide what the most beautiful rock and nod cry is. My vote goes to Moonfall Silver.
Since Aoni's not here, I'll go for Icy Pebbles on her behalf.
Then I nominate Rainbow Drop Crystals. They come in well, I don't think a rock that just looks good but doesn't do anything can really be considered beautiful. Actually, Moonfall Silver has quite a few uses too. Although they're certainly not as common in daily life as those of Rainbow Drop Crystals. As it happens, during my investigation, I came across some interesting stories about clothes woven from Moonfall Silver.
Huh? No way! You can weave clothes out of rocks?
So you find it hard to believe too? Well then, you'd best sit up straight and listen close.
Clothes made of Moonfall Silver? Oh, Paimon's super curious too!
Once upon a time, there was a Fey governor in Nodcry who was obsessed with rare trinkets and had a passion for dressing up. This governor's advisors worked day and night, desperately struggling to find new and exotic clothes for their master. Then one day, a young tailor dressed in black came calling. He claimed to have inherited the mysterious techniques of the Golden Realm, and that he could spin crystals that glow like the silver moon into thread for weaving clothes. The governor was overjoyed. He promised to pay the young man handsomely if he would stay and make him clothes. The young tailor requested a vast quantity of Moonfall Silver be delivered to his workshop, and demanded that no one disturb him while he worked. Naturally, the governor agreed. When the scheduled time arrived, the governor found the workshop completely empty, with neither Moonfall Silver nor any clothing to be seen. Having eagerly anticipated his new clothes, he hurriedly asked, "Where did all the Moonfall Silver go? And where are the clothes you promised?" The young tailor raised his hands, and, as if he were shaking out a piece of fabric, said, "See? I took the Moonfall Silver you sent me and wove it into this gown, as pure as moonlight itself. Too pure, in fact, for a fool or an unremarkable man to even perceive." The governor asked his advisor how the gown appeared to him, to which the advisor responded by saying it was the most magnificent gown he had ever seen, just like real moonlight woven and given form. The governor could not see a thing, but unwilling to admit he was either a fool or unremarkable, he did as the tailor bade and put on the moonlight gown. To show off his extraordinary new gown, the governor decided to parade it and himself along the busiest street in town. But as he did so, he heard a child with a consonant belt shout out,
"The governor isn't wearing any clothes!"
It seems like our Miko has guessed how this story ends.
The tailor was a cheat. There are people like that in Nasha Town too. I heard about this one lady from Sumeru who schemed a whole bunch of folks.
Good question. According to the story, the young tailor was none other than Reed Miller in disguise. He traded the Moonfall Silver he took from the governor for Mora and gave it to the poor townsfolk. While the governor was parading himself through town, Reed Miller was enjoying the show from a nearby rooftop.
He really got around, huh? I've already lost count of the number of stories he's popped up in.
But if he was lying about the whole thing, then doesn't that mean there were never any clothes made from Moonfall Silver to begin with?
I believe there were, but the art of weaving them has been lost. that the only evidence now surviving in folk stories. The tale of the fisherman and the beast also mentions a moonlight gown. But Nico and Maisie are still too young for that one, so I'm afraid it'll have to wait.
Huh?
No fair.
Huh. You sure know a lot of weird and wonderful stories, Miss Lennea.
Indeed! I'm sure you've noticed by now. The world is so vast, with so many secrets yet to discover. Even the things we think we know may... The same goes for rainbow drop. If you have the patience to listen, you may discover that even silent crystals begin to talk, sharing the stories they have etched into their memories. And not just minerals. Life forms, both ancient and new, are beautiful and unique. This world is filled with stories and mysteries of all shapes and sizes. In the instant when a mystery is touched by the light of understanding, countless new possibilities reveal themselves, and the whole world opens up! Sorry, I'm getting a little carried away.
Lennea gets like this when she's talking about things she's interested.
If we ask Miss Lennea what the most beautiful rock in Nog Cry is, she's certain to say, every rock is beautiful in its own.
So, it's probably better if we ask you two to cast your votes.
The most beautiful rock. What do you think, Traveler?
What about you, Lennea? If you had to choose only one rock that was the most beautiful...
Whoa. Miss Lennea's trying to dodge the question.
Agora. Animal Research. Check the badges. Se não tem erros, são especiais. Alô, Archie. Como é que tu estás, Archie? Eu estou a apanhá-los.
I'm fine. A moonlit night for all.
Hear the echoes of the valley!
Especial capivara. E já tenho mais 3 petozinhas para falar. 3 não. 4 ou 5. Mas nem chega.
Bring it!
If you ask me what's the one place you should visit in Nasha Town, obviously I'm gonna say Speranza. You know I'm biased, but seriously, you should give it a try. Katya's cooking will not disappoint you.
Vem cá, minha. Come here. Come here. No. A lennea for push. No.
Surge.
Ja. Estes como são especiais nem sequer estão aqui. Quais são mais 3 que eu vou pular?
As shiny as Mora, the golden loach king of the Lochi world.
And did Paimon just hear someone say something about...
You sure did! I discovered this uniquely colored golden loach while exploring up north. It was the only one in the area with such a distinctive color. It's thriving now, and I've had a doctor who knows about animals take a look. The color doesn't seem to be caused by anything pathological.
Then why does it look so different?
It could be any number of things. Habitat, environment, the characteristics of the water it lives in. But if you're asking me to pin it down to one, why would it? It's such a rare being able to document my
It's just like a pink frost, they say. If you get the... Even so...
Wow! We should go look for one!
It's probably just wishful thinking.
So...
Well, there are some examples. If people were just...
Huh? What people...
I know this one!
That's right. There was a time when animals from Natland were highly prized on the black market. Some merchant... There was a case I heard where poachers removed the feet from cuckoosaurs to make them collectors who'd never seen a... They're reckless... In a sea of evil deeds.
So... Should we give that silver capybara a bath? Was it also...
I don't think that'll be necessary. When I found it, it was taking a soak in a hilly churl's cooking pot. Maybe it thought it... There can't be that many born with fur like that. It's probably why this...
Paimon can totally...
Right? Despite its unique...
Come to think of it...
The Mora thief!
We let it go. Hopefully, unlike our capybara...
When Paimon thinks about it, like, just thinking about how some creatures might...
It might sound a little selfish, but... If Lumi wasn't such a special little Jack Frost...
So... it's...
If being different brought the two...
I remember Helka mentioning a saying from Layaway. In one of her letters.
Every misfortune conceals a blessing.
That's the one.
By the way, I never thought I'd see the day when you'd be called...
Well... Are they really that...
They're...
Ugh...
Tadã! Antes, as missões estão feitas. Vou só agora ver o que é que a Colombina quer. Porque eu já terminei tudo.
You're here? The Kuhenki are playing the lyre again. Could you play a song for them like last time? And I happen to be in the mood to hear something different myself.
Oh não!
melodies like this before, but your playing lends a whole new dimension. Ah, maybe because the traveler was channeling his emotional connection to that place. What's curious is that I feel as if I can picture the landscape just by listening to the melody. I wonder how the real thing compares to my imagination. You should just go see it someday. We can be your tour guides. Perhaps, if that day ever comes.
Então agora vou-me deixar aqui. Vou só fazer pôr lá os 3 beijinhos novos no Serenity Pod para depois fazer uma raidzinha, porque vou terminar a live aqui por hoje. Se ele depois vier o pássaro, ele depois vem tudo na piscina. Ele vinha comigo. E deitou-se. Uma coisa fofa. Cara, não sei o que é que se passa com aquilo. Mas pronto. Então, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 50. Então, este foi 60.
Lumia's just too cute! But she does have a bad habit of swallowing any shiny things she lays her eyes on. So, keep your valuables well away or you
O
might
exarco
never
da
see them
lennea.
again.
60. 6, 3, 4. Fiz bosta. Pronto. Vamos terminar a live por aqui. Deixa eu só ver. Porque está em live, se eu não estou em erro. Exatamente. Vamos dar raid à senhora alpaca. Por isso, tenha uma forçazinha nela. Por isso, bye bye, gente.
If you ask me what's the